la la.
Good afternoon, everyone. Captain Lane speaking, and wishing you a safe travels to your crypto destination. For those of you traveling with mice, please securely position your cursor over the like button below and right-click with your favorite finger. For those with touchscreen devices, we ask that you gently press the
Greetings to the crypto community. We are pseudo-anonymous. We are here to smash that like button. We believe this content needs to reach more people like you. We are watching. We are listening. Most importantly, we are liking and subscribing. We are pseudo-anonymous. Expect us.
Hey, Kimmy, baby, I had a book over here in this drawer. You seen it?
You mean a little black book? Oh, honey, I cleaned out those drawers in that whole room and made a big donation to Goodwill. But don't worry, we can get you another one.
Oh, hell no. You're never going to believe what happened to me today at the Goodwill. I found a book of seed phrases, honey. I can get those hair transplants now. Oh.
Go best friend. That's my best friend. Go best friend. That's my best friend. That's my best friend. Go best friend. That's my best friend. Go best friend. That's my best friend. That's my best friend.
If you stumble across the channel, it's probably because somebody hit that like button before. And for those of you who hit that like button, comment, and subscribe, I just want to say thank you. Thank you very much. Well, it's all right now because anything you do, well, it's all right. Oh, well, it's all right.
Some call him the Nostradamus of crypto. His charting skills have discovered new entire galaxies. He once was engaged to Satoshi Nakamoto's oldest sister. He is the most interesting trader in the world. And today we ask him, what do you do when the market crashes?
I buy more. And I also subscribe to Road Dog Crypto. Trade wisely, my friends.
and hitting that like button. I just want to say thank you. Thank you very much.
Yeah, rock and roll. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to a spontaneous daily stream. I do this every now and then, not on a consistent basis, so you need to hit that bell notification if you want to catch them in time. But hey, welcome to the Road Dog Crypto Lounge. Normally I have a late night stream around usually about 10 p.m., 10:30 Eastern Standard Time. We go over the market, but during the week sometimes, especially early in the week, we start getting some tricky things going out of Bitcoin. Well, I like to pop on live, and that's what we're going to talk about. It was a bullish weekend. Bullish sentiment was definitely bullish. And a lot of people, there was a lot of hype for that. Now, I was cautioned against getting to, going gung-ho. Talked about the possibilities of, we'll look at this. We were at a point of resistance, even though, man, we're looking really good on Bitcoin, right? I'm on a smaller time frame because this is what's been freaking everybody out, and some people were even drawing flags to the upside. This is a cup and handle, and we're going to 80,000 or 73 or whatever. Those targets are on the table, but it didn't mean it's going to happen just right now. So, telling everybody this is your last chance. Well, clearly it was not. And then we come down, and then you might have seen. I've seen some of the 1 minute gurus get caught up in their 1 minute chart, not really paying attention to what the bigger time frames are saying, like this 200 moving average on the 1 hour would have gave you a clue that, and the fact if you've been following the bigger trend line that goes way back that we broke out of that one. It's a retest of it. It meaning that it's support, has been support. So to short here was kind of there's nothing that I would have wanted to do, but some of them were doing it. And then of course, on the 1 minute that didn't work out too well. I did put a detailed explanation. I used that as a teaching moment and copied their examples and put it into our free Telegram area over there it's in the student chart area. If you're interested in just seeing my take on what they were doing and why there were signs that you could have seen to say, probably not, dude, probably not. And I think that helps give you an edge over some of the things, especially some of the things you see on YouTube. You guys don't know I'm a big Bukowski follower. Don't do it perfectly, but he's learned enough from Thomas Bukowski, pattern trader, greatest of all time, wrote the book on it. So I just encourage people to take their statistics and data from Thomas Bukowski and his free website, thepatternSite.com, or any of his books over what you might see. Just any random YouTuber just pulling up a Google chart or a Google explanation and playing to the upside. We're going to flag her out. If you want to have more success in this market, I'm just saying. So if you are looking at this on the 1 minute, let's break this down what you got going on. You got a possible double bottom scenario going on here. You got this little support resistance area going on here. We'll draw a line there. And by golly, and that just crazy, that's where we're retesting right now. It can be that simple. Let's see, we were here. We closed the candle, and then we wicked up. We lost it. We came back, closed the candle at that, rejected, and over here it was acting as support. That's a horizontal support resistance flip, and we're catching some support there, meaning we're starting to make some higher highs, higher lows. We just kind of bottomed out over here. We're on the freaking 1 minute, so take this with a grain of salt, but you can still see the patterns that you need to look for. This could be if you're really, really trying to look for at a place of support. You can look for some bobbing patterns on the smaller time frames. Just know that whatever is going on the bigger time frames is going to trump whatever you see here. So maybe you can see a Adam and Eve pattern, which played out and it did very well, and then maybe as that played out, now it comes back and it does more of a double bottom scenario, which gives us this bigger belt line or neckline, which seems to be playing out. If you want to take the measure move from that, just go straight down. In reality, you're really just in a channel. If you can see this, if I can draw a line, from this line to here, we're just in a channel. You're just taking the measure move of that channel whether you want to see an Adam and Eve or a double bottom or whatever. I mean, that's just the way the OGs told me it was this simple before. I didn't believe them. I had to get in all the detail and all this little stuff and all these nitpicky patterns until I finally said, you know, they were right. And they told me this back in 2013. I just didn't listen. 67,800. Could be a target. We're on the 1 minute chart, for gosh sakes, and we're going to get off of that in a minute so we can see what's really going on. 0.5, you get a 0.5% gain. Woo! Pick out them Lambo colors. All right, so that was the 1 minute, and just for anybody that's kind of crazy about it. Here on the daily, we got a red dot. Oh no, it's over. It's over. It's over. We're probably going to pull back, okay? So what's going on the bigger time frames? That's what's really mattering, not so much what's going on the 1 minute. And let's see if we can, or let me get to a chart that's a little cleaner. Oh, this one, this will work. All right, bigger time frame, the daily. Did we break out? Did we break out? Is it official? Candle bodies. Lay right on top of there. And she definitely did flirt with that idea. Now we got our angle. We just raise it up to the top of the wicks there. Angle should still be respected. Boom, it is. We don't have a breakout just yet. We're going to leave this line right there, respecting the angles and the top of the trend line. And I'm sure that we were all familiar with, it's actually more like this on this time frame. If I'm not cutting through candle bodies, it's pretty steep. For real. A lot of people narrowed it down, and then that's okay too. You could go from wicks to candle body. First candle body I get is right there. We'll do it that way. The biggest thing you're looking for in this type of pattern is a partial decline, which we're hoping to get right through here. And definitely for this move up, we got it here. Price came down. We did a double bottom scenario off of this. I believe it was a 382, yeah, because I was really looking for the 382 Fibonacci areas. Came down and wicked to the 50, but yeah, that's cool. Still, this represents a strong move coming, and we started getting it, cleared this area, and now we got our resistance up here at a resistance area. This negative 2.72 fib area is a resistance area, a strong one at that, and it takes a lot to get past it. Now, more than likely, and I don't even have to draw my lines here, we'll just use the fibs. But this area that we cleared is where we're going to retest, and that's about 66,380, 66,400-ish. So I'm going to go ahead and mark that because that was our last high there, our last top that we cleared. That was great. Higher highs, higher lows. We're doing good. It's just our trend line is starting to mature out. And so what I do in these situations is just on the daily, bigger time frame. We were following this guy, and then we came down and we did this. So this is our new angle. This one right here. Let's change the color on this. Let's make it, I don't know, let's go mean and red, I guess. Now this is kind of steep, and eventually she will wind down and take a lower angle, I'm sure, or maybe a sharper one. Depends on what we're doing, or you know, as price develops here. We find our channel, which extends back to here in the top of these bodies right there. I'm going to tighten her up on those candle bodies. Right there on top, but now you can see what channel that we're in, and we can bounce off, we can just ping pong off the walls of this, but this area here could hold. If it doesn't hold, I'll be looking at these two areas. I'll be looking at this, well, I guess technically three. It's within this little zone here. It's going to be worth watching this 382 area for a bounce. I'll be retesting this area because it could be lead to an even stronger move, another repeat of something like this going to the upside. That's what we want to see. So I think it's imperative just to kind of watch price action as we start retesting maybe 65,500 if we get there. The bottom of the channel, if it starts making a quicker, stronger move to the downside, we could have a wick down to around 63,000. That's our 618 Fibonacci retracement, and that is a normal retracement to look for. It's kind of like an automatic one, really. But if the market is really, really bullish, if this is a bullish phase and we're getting ready to do something big, we won't make it down there. we'll find a point of support higher. That's what we got our eyes on. That's my whole game here that I'm trying to game plan that I'm trying to share. We got to watch price and see what it does. The more support it finds at these more bullish areas, the more likely we are to be getting that bigger move everybody was hoping for in October and November. And it's on YouTube, it's just so easy to see the narrative change, like from yesterday, how, oh my God, we're going to the moon, everybody, look, $80,000 is, I told you needed to buy now, man, you need to be all in. And, I'm still not promoting you need to be all in. I've been saying you need to take it. We are going to have ups and downs over these next 3 months. I know it's going to be bullish, and even if we start going more parabolically up, there's still going to be these drops, and you're going to have chances. Okay, so it's a time to start looking at a strategy to start putting the last bit of your money into your positions, whether it be Bitcoin or maybe the altcoins. But some of the people have already proclaimed that you're behind if you hadn't done it, and to do that on the weekend, I think is. I think it shows some inexperience in this market, because the weekends are where they are going to try to fool you. We talked about this last night. The retail here that's really going to make prices go up and bring everything is not here on the weekends. What they are doing is playing with the people that are getting tired of holding the positions, giving them some hope on the weekends, but there's nothing here to back it up. So it gets people to want to buy green candles, add into their bags, and then come Monday, like today, some pushback. Get you all freaked out, make you have to start selling or get your stop losses all hit or get liquidated, whatever, because they entice you to buy into these green candles, especially on the weekend. They've done this for the last 2 or 3 weekends if you haven't caught on, and then start crashing this on Mondays and Tuesdays. But we are still taking 2 steps forward, even though we take 1 step back in the beginning of the week. It's just them taking profits. It's this them manipulating us, however channels, and it works pretty good. It works pretty good on the YouTube influencers. If you see, go look at their thumbnails and what they're saying. We're straight up, I'm going to take this, doing ballsy trades and stuff. And on a weekend, we're not there yet, in my personal opinion, but we're getting close. We're getting closer. So what I can see out of Bitcoin, my take on it, we'll come back and maybe find support in this area, and we may have to bounce it. I don't know, but we'll probably come back and catch our breath. And this 382 area is a nice one to look for, and that could be down as far as 65.5. It could, may not go down that far, but that would be a retest of this area here for support, and even this one back here at the 0.5. So I want to put these 3 targets out there. I've got the 0.5. the 382 and the 618. Now we'll color code these because that just makes it easier for me to keep up with. You colored it wrong, Sean. Sean gets blamed for everything here. Just like you can't take responsibility for your own actions, Road Dog. Sean, you need to shut that voice up, put duct tape over that one's mouth, all right? All right. We just have a little fun here. All right, and we're going to make this one a dotted line. So we'll get rid of our fib so we can see our charts here and what we're looking at. And maybe clean it up a little bit. Oh, I should probably post this over to the group. I should probably do that more often with the thoughts and everything. So any pullbacks that we get right now, I think is a gift. I really do. Here on the daily, our moving averages are saying, hey man, we're doing just fine. 800, 600, 300, 200, all in sequential order. We just got to get these other laggards over the 200 moving average, and that's what price is doing. They're starting to bring them up slowly and slowly, and as they start crossing over, like the 9, the green one, and the red 21 moving average crossed over, it helps us get a little bit of a boost out of price and just keep taking steps forward. We're not out of the extremity of this pattern, and we have to go to the wicks here to get our line in the sand of where we're going to have rejection. So until we clear that, and basically an easy way to say is that we get past this previous high. We tried. I don't think it's still over. I think we're just getting catching our breath. We'll pull back a little bit, and then we're going to try to go for that higher high there. We'll get our 3 humps, and then we'll look for a bigger pullback. So far, we've only got our 1 and working on our second hump here. We'll have up to 3 of these things. I guess technically you can have more, but in general rule, I'm looking for 3. It's not a perfect rule, but it's a pretty dang good one. And this is the area that we really need to pay attention to, that 70,000. When we want to get above that, even just wicking above it, knocks down that higher high, we can worry about our lower or higher low, and then we're good. I would just say I'll caution against going crazy and buying when we're at levels of resistance along a trend line. It's always better to do that, in my personal opinion, when we're around the bottom. That some people just don't think that way. Some of you do, some of you don't, and that's fine. Just find what works for you. So that's what I got for Bitcoin. I think we're okay. I mean, yes, we could get rejected here and come all the way back down, but we don't have the sign saying that. We've got a channel idea going on. Let's follow the channel. Break past the channel, break past the 200 moving average on the daily, break past the 618 on right here at this area. If we lose 63,000, we can start being worried for maybe some more downside or a retest of previous areas. But at this point in the market, that shouldn't happen. We shouldn't be faced with anything like that. And if we were, the first thing I'd have to look for is, are you trying to manipulate the market? Does this make sense? A lot of people are looking at this inverted head and shoulders to the upside, a bottoming pattern, which you can apply to here if you're considering a local bottom trend line, but it's not it's a reversal pattern. I normally look for them at bottoms, but and this it's a local pattern. We could play that. And for anybody that can't see that, that's this little bathroom wall dangly pattern, inverted head and shoulders. A lot of people like to point out. Also, really can be identified as open and broadening channel. Either way, you got a measure move. That measure move takes us really. It's a nice one. And you put that at the breakout, and it does give you a target about 77. It doesn't mean, hey man, I'm going to jump in on this. Woo, willy-nilly. Because what they don't tell you, and what I tried to explain, is that when you do get a breakout of this pattern, it has a 64% chance to come back and retest the breakout area, which it did, and it may do it again. Who knows? It could even come back up here. You think, oh, we retested here, and still come back down and retest that area. So you're not out of the woods by any means of the imagination. We're just slowly doing it. The big boys are still finagling this market. But we are getting closer and closer with our partial decline here for this bigger pattern to eventually get our breakout and then start getting that big move. Obviously, I don't think it's going to happen necessarily this month. Could be pleasantly surprised. Other indicators on here, the Ichimoku cloud right here, look really good. But the biggest thing I want to point out, and I did this last night, just to give you a peace of mind, is that we got a very bullish marker here, a very bullish signal on one of the best indicators out there. She's slow, she's lagging, she's behind, but she's strong, and when she speaks, the market listens. And this is the MACD right here on the weekly. We've crossed bullishly. It's worth listening to her. Doesn't mean straight up from here, but it's probably a good time to start packing your bag, especially for Bitcoin. So altcoins get a little nervous at this point and start shaking up. Today I'm going to take a look at Kaspa and focus on some Kaspa memes. Let you know that COINEX, and I do have links for that if you'd like to support the channel, and somehow it can, or I don't know, I haven't seen it do anything really yet, but I guess after so many people do. You do have to use a VPN to get onto COINEX if you are in the United Social States of America, but I will throw that little guy up there. I recommend that if you do want to use a VPN, I find that if you use China, they seem to have more freedoms than we do here in the US, Macau, China, or even in Mexico, they seem to have more freedoms than we do here in the US. Those are two good spots, that seem to not give you as big of a headache in connecting securely, because we use VPNs for our protection securely, so we won't get hacked and anything like that, because the internet's too damn nosy, and that protects your privacy. That's why we have it. Your freedom of privacy is really is part of our constitutional rights here in America. It's supposed to be anyway. That's what we tell ourselves. Anyway, COINEX. Before I do that, let me say hello to the people who are here. Grab out my chat, because without you guys, I got no stream, and I just lost one of you. Oh no, we lost you. It was what I said about the USSA. All right, so nothing going on in the chat. We're just gonna go on. And we're going to check out Conan, the new meme coin that just listed on COINEX. Kaspa meme coin. And this one's got a lot of hype. It's one of the favorite picks. Even Justin likes this one. I did not get in on these on the wallets, but if they're going to centralized exchanges, that's the sign that I was looking for. And we got on one exchange already. Others will follow with Kaspa. And here we are, one of the hottest meme coins that just made it over there. Look at this beautiful cup and handle to the upside. So we got a nice channel idea going on here. And we will take it right up here to the top. You could probably even pull out this guy, great little tool for this, and just go with that whole range, the fixed volume range thing. It says we're breaking out of this level. We're starting to go to a new one. Might pull back here. Could. Trend lines tell us that. Fibonacci's can tell us that too. 618er. 0.000415 would be a juicy place if you can have a limit order there to get hit, because you can use that on COINEX, whereas I don't think you could do that with the Kaspa wallet or any kind of swap platform. Another reason why I think trading this on a centralized exchange will be beneficial. She bounced off at 0.5. She may not even see this area, but if she does, hey, I've already been doing my thing. Now I want to get this little guy off of there, and we'll just look at the price action we got. We're on the 1 minute, by the way, because this thing is so new, so that's all we got to work with. So we're looking at this guy. Depending on how tight you draw it, you got a pattern with a 70% chance to break to the upside. It's a falling broadening wedge, or a megaphone pattern, if you will. And even if you skimped on your draw and didn't get your line, it's still got the same effect there as she started getting a partial decline area right here, and indicating she's ready to go higher highs, higher lows, and whatnot. And what naughty. Our measured move for this little guy is not quite been hit. Well, or has it? It came close. It came close right up here where we got the top of our channel, just right above. I actually need to pull that down. Touch that guy right there. So it may have played out, and it may not have. It's not a perfect thing, but it does tell you a good area to go for gains. And that little move right there, believe it or not, it's 25% gains out of this. $100 turned into $125, but only if you took profit at that point. Because right now that $100 will only be worth $115 if you didn't take profits. So I like what I'm seeing here out of Conan. What I'm looking for. Price targets I'm looking for Conan. Believe it or not, did we just lose it? We lost it. Oh man. I'm looking for 0.000062. I'm also looking for 0.0005817. And one of the first hiccups I think we'll get is 0.000 5649. So let me label these little guys. Could this be a cup and handle? She could be. Price rose into it. We got a lip line over here, very close to that one. She's not went down plus the 618. Yeah, it could on this very small 1 minute, and she's trying to break out right now as we're speaking. So that's cool. We're watching this happen live. What you doing, man? Conan, you're a beast, man. You're just a barbarian. Again, measure move for this guy to do it correctly, according to the discoverer of the cup and handle. It's the same thing you would do for a channel, and that's up here. You see a lot of people doing it differently, and what they're really doing is just using the flag techniques, because it really comes down a lot of times the people that do that, well, they prefer chasing flags. Everybody's got their own, right? Nothing wrong with it, but flags just don't always meet the price targets. They're not known for nailing their measured moves that well. But if you wanted to do the flaggy flag, this is how they do it. The copper handle to the upside, and we do get to a respectable area. It's lower than where we can actually go for the big measure move, but hey, it takes us up to areas that we already fibbed out, so we're cool. We're cool, baby. Conan, I'm going to post this one, I believe, over in our trading community as soon as I can find the thing to do it, because she's breaking out right now. What could we be? Just right up here to this target. Oh, let's scoot you over so I can't see you. I need to be able to see you. Put a stop loss underneath that last low there. 5% stop loss. Oh, that's a good risk reward ratio. 5.79 to 1, 26% gains. $100 turns into 126, and she just now retested. On the 1 minute Conan. Oh my God. Feel like a DJ. Let's go ahead, copy that link, and let's share it with our community over here in the chart room. Into the trade setups. And let's just put this in here. Conan. DGen 1 minute trade setup on COINEX. Oh, and I gotta put the link there. And boom, there we go. So another one that's been kind of hot over there, we looked at him last night. Nacho hasn't been doing much of anything. We'll just glance at it. And we don't have to be on the 1 minute chart on it. We need to zoom out a little bit. 15, I think, would be... Oh, maybe go to the 1 hour now. We got enough. Come on. We froze. Okay, Nacho gave up the ghost there. We were looking at the buy, got up here and just did not make it. Now, what sign should we look for that could tell us we can come down? If we can't get past our 618 fib, that can be the sign that we're going to go lower, go retest where we came from, or go lower. So swing high to swing low where we measured there, and there's our 618 right there. She wicked above it, but it's about closing candles above it. So this might clear up a lot of things for some people. If we're ever trying, we've always got to get past our 618. That's why it's such a major target, and you see me having sell orders there. That's one of the first ones I put to take profits, because if we don't make it past there, we can start looking at lower lows, which is what we did. We came down and nailed the 618, negative 618. I didn't have to pull out other fibs or anything. She just started, boom. Then that's within reason of what to look for there. On the good news, for right now, this should be a local bottom. I don't know if it's the bottom. It could be the higher low we're looking for, but this is bottoming zone here, so I'm not worried about her dropping down. Can she? Anything can happen, yeah, but I would. She should find support here, at least temporarily. So we were in a channel. Let's see what she's got here. Let's see how the TA works out. We're just going to take a measure move of the channel. high to low. And that can also give us a clue about where we could be going. It suggests that we could go lower. So we'll use put our fibs and just kind of check and see. Yeah, can it? Because you just told me it should be bottoming out. From this pull, it should, but we got some other things we look at too. Just for confluence, and I'm going to go swing low to swing high. Tell me where I need to buy. You're at here, and then okay, 618 is down here with our measured move. So that would trump, in my personal opinion, what we got here. It would be worth looking for. And all this is probabilities, and we got to look and see what has more of a bigger chance. And when we zoom out, it's telling us, the bigger things are telling us we got a good chance of doing it. The smaller ones are saying, it's not so bad, we might get here. And it's true, we may bounce up from here, and the small one will win that argument, and we come back and then we roll over. And then we make this head and shoulders to the downside, and it's all over for Nacho. They're just going to sell out of it. Okay, so Nacho's taken a little bit of a hit. I've taken some of the profits and I rolled them over into Conan and to Kaspa. Casper the ghost. So Nacho's getting a little hit, but she might roll over. So got to see what this one's going to do. She could, this one may be played for right now. Nacho. Not bad if you want exposure to these memes, because I do think that they will start going higher, especially now that they're on centralized exchanges. This is still getting in early, in my personal opinion, even though all the people that minted them, they did a super cheap and they're up, gosh, who knows how many X's. Smart people. But now it's time to roll it over to us more retail traders and let us start taking the wick and putting price up to the upside, which is what's going to happen. So DCAing into this one might be a good thing. We're just trying to set some, set some low buy orders, man. Set some down here, 0.00017 area. Catch that little sucker, or wait. The smarter thing to do. The more conservative thing is to wait, but if you're a degen on this, you're probably catching falling knives just like I am. So just keeping it real. There's what we say, and then there's what we do, and I don't have a problem admitting I've got a penchant for catching the falling knives, and I get bloodied up sometimes, and sometimes it turns out to be sweet. But the smart move, the traditional thing, is to confirm a bounce. Okay, I got to throw that out there to be all the up and up in how things, you should, the correct way to approach this market is to wait for a confirmation. But you little degens out there, just like me, press their little hearts, sometimes we just like to take those chances. Call me stupid, call me risky. Just don't call me poor, baby. Ooh, let's go. Let's check out Kaspa, because she's been doing good. Look at there. Now these are top areas. So she looks strong and like she wants to keep on going, and they all do at one point. But can she? This is only 1 hour. Man, you're looking strong. This chart is a hard read for me because I've got nothing to do. All I can do is play with my fibs. My fibs are giving me some possible reversal targets here. Could she continue up? She could. At some point, she cannot. I may have to call in some reinforcement and ask Mr. Elliott what he says. And Elliott sees some waves happening here, some possible 1, 2, 3. That this area should get a reversal, and we come down for a 4 wave somewhere around this area at 0.0009. So, let's take that into consideration. And basically what that means, a pullback here, and then maybe one more move higher, or at least come back up and double top is what the Elliott wave theory would suggest on this one. So this one was fun, putting money into here and just watching her go up. So I may want to start paying myself a little bit right now. I think I'll do that right now, actually. Let's go down to the 15-minute. How are you looking? Are you wanting to go? Are you wanting to do something? You're looking good above that. Are you closing the candle above this? I think it's the 1618. It's a bigger, it should be a top. It should be an area of exhaustion is what it should be. But smaller time frames are still looking good on this. On the freaking 3 minute right now as we speak. Oh, she liking that. She might get one more hump up here, and then that might be the rollover. I'm going to go ahead and I'm just going to take just a wee bit of profits, because why not, on Kaspa, because my little bag turned into, it's still a little bag. I mean, depending on your perspective, but it's up 44%. It was not $130, and it is now, so I'm going to at least take $30 off the table just because. Boom. Ding dong. Be-doo. That was it. So now I got some more dry powder to deploy on this one. I'm actually going to be playing these Kaspa memes. I'm going over in COINEX and see if they can help grow my Kaspa bag, help it out a little bit. So we looked at did we look at Kaspa? That's the only other one that they've got over there so far that I'm familiar with. And Kaspa, zoom out on Kaspa. Also at a 6.8 rejection area right there. Very little to go on here for the price. All right, so let's move some of these other areas out of the way. This one should be a strong rejection. She's wicked up above it, but she's still below it. As long as she's above a non-moving average on whatever time frame, I'm not going to say anything bad about it. She looks strong. So this is another one that I got in, so I had $25 or something, somewhere around through here when I found out, oh crap, it's over there too. Let's go throw some money. And that one did good. So from, around through here to up, it went up as high as 145%. So Kaspa, I'm sitting on like $140 right now. You say we got a fifth wave and an ABC correction, do you? Elliot doesn't seem very confident that we're going to go up very much higher. I'm iffy. This looks like a little heartbeat, kind of clear the area before I make price my bitch kind of play right here. So I'm only going to take just a little bit of profit. I'm going to take about $25 off of this one. And see if I can maybe get her a little cheaper if she comes back to the top bottom of the trend line. Otherwise, I'll just add in if she starts breaking out. But right now, since she's up, I need to get paid. So even if I'm up 20%, oh, it's probably time for me to get at least $20 out of this deal, wouldn't you say? Not selling the whole bag. No, baby, we got plans for that bag. But I got to keep getting paid. You didn't pay me, Kaspa. What's up? Oh crap, did I buy instead? Oh shoot. I think I did that wrong. Yep. I finagled that one. And now she wants to go down. Alright, so I'm taking... There we go. Why are you not selling, Kaspa? What's up with you? Oh, you're killing me. Why are you killing me here? Why is it so hard to take profit right now? Did you do it? Yes. Okay, cool. All right, so now we got dry powder to deploy when they come down. All right, so and then I guess we should probably take a look at Kaspa because it's really sucking right now, Kaspa. I'm just saying. Elliot seems to think that here on the 15-minute, we've completed our correction, our ABC correction, and maybe we can start working on a nice big 3 wave. We'll turn Mr. Confusion off of there and zoom out. Go back to the usual methods here and see what we got. It looks like this area is trying to catch, but we're not out of the woods yet. We've still got some. Y'all aren't gonna like this, and a lot of you not liked what I've called for it to come down over the last little bit. But here we are. But here's what I think it's going to do, or could do, has a likelihood to do. I think we will get a bump up, and I think we will retest these areas here about 14 cents, and then roll over again. And hopefully it will stick this time and make a double bottom, and we'll kind of get out of this falling wedge pattern. This will be our partial decline here, and then we can start making the comeback. But we're in an area where we're flirting with this bottom trend line. If we lose it, man, we're coming down to 9.5 cents. And, you know, since I've got this low leverage, but since I've got leverage on this, that's not a scenario that I'm willing to deal with. So that's not part of my game plan. She's got to start going up. If it doesn't, then I may have to make a drastic move in Kaspa. I don't want to do that. So I'm looking for all the signs that we need to start regaining here, and there's some good ones here on the daily. I mean, our moving averages, we got 800, 600, 200, 300. They're not always in the right order there. I don't want this 600 to cross over that 800. That would be bearish. That would not be good to help us out for a number go up at this point in the market. I don't like that the 200, that's a yellow line, cross bearish over this purple 360, but we can come back from that. We really need to get above 15 cents. We need to get back into this other channel here. And maybe we're starting to form some bottoming kind of signs. And this is just a speculative guess, but it looks like, you know, maybe the head and shoulders or a complex version of a head and shoulders. Looks like it could be trying to work out. The neckline would be up here around just a little shy of 14 cents if it does play out, something like that. And that would be awesome to see something like that happen. That's a nice bottom reversal pattern we can be looking for. Ichimoku clouds over is red and to the left here and it's thickening up. It looks a little bit more promising. If we can thicken up more and we can start getting inside it, that's good. Biggest thing that I got to see on any time frame is price to get above this green line, that non-moving average, and we ain't done it. And on the 8 hour, we ain't done it on the 6 hour, we ain't done it on the 4 hour, although it's looking promising. Like it wants to cross over that 50. Normally price has got to make the first move, but we'll see what happens. I'm seeing some wild stuff go on here. 2 hour, we're not above the non-moving average. 1 hour, we're not above the non-moving average. And the 50-minute, we are. So maybe now we're getting just a little bit of hope. And since we're above that non-moving average, that's the first instance we see of it. Let's take a trend line and see if we're trying to break out. And we are. Yeah. So technically on this time frame, I would do a trade setup, baby. I would. What would it look like? Let's do a trade setup for Kaspa. You wanna? Let's zoom out a little bit so we make sure. Nice little double bottom right there. That was cool. Looks like we're also above a trend line. Ooh, bear trap possibility. I'm liking that idea. Putting us into a channel. I'm taking the bigger aspects before I zoom in on what we're doing on this line. The trade setup's going to be based on this move, but I want to see what else we got. From here, we got to pull back to our, a steeper one, huh? All right, so I'm not expecting necessarily the hugest of moves. So we're definitely going to put this guy as a take profit. And now we're going to go with this guy right over here, but I'm going to go with both of these. I think at least one of these will hit. I'm not sure about the other one. So a Kaspa trade, is it worth it? Is it worth it? That's a short. This is a long. Here we go. So here we got to, let me put this one right. 13.2 cents. That would be 2% move. You could do a tight stop loss anywhere below this trend line here. Should be good. Risk reward, not that great, but that should be like take profit number one. The main one I'm looking for is up here. Now that's got a much better risk reward ratio. Meaning you can go with a deeper stop loss, even a 1% stop loss. It still give you almost a 5-to-1 risk reward ratio. So I kind of like that. So a trade setup here, you put $100 in and then you take 105 out. It's a 5% gains on this big cash if you're using leverage though, and then that gets ballsy. It would have to be professional. But the risk reward ratio is really good. The gain, 5%. Hey, you do that 10 times a day. I love it when people say that. You just gotta do it 10 times a day. Like, you can be consistently doing that 10 times every day. That's what everybody would be doing, don't you think? I love the spills that they get out of there, just to whatever makes things sound good, right? 15 minutes, got the green dot ready to go. In my personal opinion, I think this is a nice short trade. It would take leverage to make it worth your while, I believe. And not advising leverage, but let's go with Kaspa, 15 minute. All right, so I went over all the coins I basically want to go over. Let's come over and talk to you guys for a minute and see what you guys got going on. We got 7 people hanging out here. Welcome to the stream, my man. My peoples. Not necessarily men. I just came out. JR Games this morning. Hey, good morning. It's afternoon where I'm at right now, but it still feels like the morning. Last night, I've had some blackberry wine, and I got a low tolerance for alcohol, apparently, or maybe I just drank too much. I'm not normally a drinker, so an interesting stream. So I start, oh crap, I'm saying silly stuff. Whoa! I turned into a turkey. The closer, what's up, everyone? Love the vibe and setup of dancers on your live streams. Thank you, my man. What's one of your favorite AI plays? I would say I'm probably looking at Tau. I would say that one. It used to be AGIX, and you know, I back when I was doing videos, and maybe was I streaming then? Maybe, I don't know. I got an AGIX at like 4 or 5 cents and played that little sucker, because I've done it before, and I did it because I played it last time, and then the AI narrative kicked off with ChatGPT, and I was like, hell yeah! Oh, baby got paid. So I used to like that one, but now they got the whole merge, which I don't think they've even done yet, right? It'll see ASI, fetch, AGIX, and all that. So I don't know what's going to happen there. A lot of the AI plays, I think, are really vaporware and probably nothing to it. I will say, okay, so Tau, I like it, and I will say one that seems to be actually doing something with it is Ori Chain, and it's a Cosmos ecosystem play. I do like that one, and let's see if we can pull it up over here. I need to get more of it. I've been staking it and doing DeFi. Now I'm just basically staking it. I'm not really messing so much with the DeFi. Put it in the wrong place. But they actually, through the wallet, I've been able to go to, you know, see their ecosystem, and they actually got like a ChatGPT thing, a visual thing. I think they're working on video somehow. I don't know, but they're actually doing stuff with AI there that I know of, or see them developing, so that people can actually use it. And it's at 649. That's pretty good for Ori. Oh, that's a pretty good, decent price. She's down a little bit, is what I'm trying to say. Because she was hanging out in March at almost $20. She's hit as low as about 530, and she's at 6.5 right now. I think it's a good time to pick some up on this one. But I like this one. Your all-in-one hub for seamless. They got GPU staking, AI times blockchain for mass adoption. Let's try the ecosystem is what I want to see. Distilled AI, what all they got? OriDex is where I trade it. Wallet's what I use. There's a bridge. AI right. I'm not sure what that is. I don't have the names for the things. Okay, so you got a free. Oh, here we go. Online AI art generator. I'm not used these, and I need to, especially since I'm in the coin. But it's the AI right generator. I'm now getting into AI. I mean, for actual use stuff. Installing it, local AIs on my computer and stuff, and seeing what we can do. And I'm starting to scratch into that a little bit. So I'm probably going to end up playing with this, and should. What's another one that we got? That was AI right. This is what else? DeFi Lens AI. I think you use the AI to help you trade or manage your portfolios and stuff, right? Unlock profits with AI perspective, detailed, diverse, actionable, advanced market insights were generated by AI. So that's kind of cool. Explore the market like a pro. I really need to start looking into some of this stuff. There's so much. I mean, some of these teams are doing stuff, and then some of them are just saying, "Hey, man, AI said to make this meme coin, so we did. Ha, it's an AI coin," and you know, it's different. Large language model. So they got a chat bot. Try now. Delve into the world of cryptocurrency seamlessly through a casual conversational interaction with AI. It looks like you got to do some kind of sign in. I've never used my real information on that stuff. Just make sure we're clear, man. And distilled AI. Private intelligence. So I don't see the videos, but they did have graphics. What is this? Web3 AI-powered emotion companion, nurturing talents with confidence, or AI guardian for safety. I don't know what. Distilled AI goes beyond the theory to deliver value, providing specialized and personalized models that power best-in-class applications. Alleviate pain points for real-world businesses and provide consumers robust personal agents that preserve private personality. Agents are becoming a big thing, so. And here we are, RI Chain's right there in it, doing it, actually putting this stuff out there. And I think that's kind of cool. So that one, and then of course then we got Tau, which I don't think Tau has anything set up like that, right? This is a different idea for Tau. So BitTensor Tau is the one I'm talking about. Those are that's the ones I actually do really like. FET, I mean, I like that too. I've got that, and it's staking and making rewards, but until they figure out what they're doing, I don't know. I don't really think a merger is a positive. Well, I mean, the reason they did that is because AI is becoming so centralized, and they don't want to be outpaced by what's going on in the centralized place, right? Luckily, what has changed on that is that Mark Zuckerberg at Facebook released his Llama distro or AI as open source just to also combat that, because he saw they're just going to get the foothold, and you know, it's going to be a lose-lose for everybody. At least if I give it to the world, maybe I can redeem myself and redeem the, you know, it was a good thing that he did, that Mark Zuckerberg did by releasing that. And I'm using that one, a version of that one, and it's pretty awesome. Well, it's pretty awesome. You can put it locally, a small version on a decent computer, or even a laptop. Even got it on my laptop. But BitTensor, I think they're more into training. It's a weird one. It's kind of weird, but it's cool. And I've got most of mine staking. Actually, I've got it right here. I need to check on it and see how it's doing. How much have you pulled up for me now? What have I got? I've got 10 of these guys staking over there right now. And it does not decent on rewards. I was getting into this when it was like $50 or $70 through there. But yeah, I like this one. BitTensor Paragon. Vision for a decentralized AI company has captivated a large number of people. Artificial intelligence, blah, blah, blah. Why does BitTensor matter to the world? Why you should care? Why we need to build it together? Okay, tell me. Summary. Oh, the vision of blah, blah, blah. I'm trying to... I should just get ChatGPT to summarize this. This is BitTensor's overreaching vision, directing the power of digital markets towards society's most digital commodity, artificial intelligence, and I think they're right there. Not only to build the most powerful intelligence network, but also ensure the benefits and ownership of the machine intelligence are in the hands of mere mortals, bottom up rather than top down. So we do want things decentralized, and you're going to see a narrative where they're trying to come against decentralization, but because they all want control, baby. They all want control of everything. The money, the power, the freedom. So those are my two plays. If I can answer your question on that. What are yours? Serial Angel, since everything gets pulled by Bitcoin, how low do you see Bitcoin potentially going on this correction? Not real low, but maybe down to 65,000. We talked about that earlier when I was doing the analysis on it. 66, 65, if I can pull up the charts here. Find the chart that I was using. because we're testing some support levels. I don't think it's bearish. It could. I think I did explain. We probably come down and retest these areas. That's about 60. Was it 66? I even had 65 bottom of. I think on this chart lined up bottom of this trend line. But I mean, it could be a topping pattern. So we got to keep our eyes out for that. This could be a situation happening. That would not be too fun. That would mean that we could come down. Well, that would probably be the 65, 63. 63.7, 63.8 if we bounce off of this and then get rejected again. But basically what I'm saying, and my thing of hopium to give to you on this is the MACD weekly is saying it's just getting started. And this is a powerful indicator. It gave you a clue when to avoid all the mess that we've had all summer if we were paying more closer attention back in April. And then when it crossed at the end of April, right when the big dump was happening, or when things were really starting to move in a downward direction, you have to kind of front run it. It's a little bit of a lagging indicator. And it's easy to teach yourself, we'll probably be okay. It might bounce back. I do that a lot. So try not to do that anymore on this. I have a lot of respect for this indicator on the weekly time frames. And she's saying the party is just getting started. And so we will get pullbacks. I don't think it's going to be that big. And then we're going to keep going. They just wanted to fool all the people here. A lot of these people are intermediates, not been in the market long, hadn't had cycles under their belt, coming in the crypto, following YouTubers, they were telling them, you need to be all in now, man. And we pump up on a weekend when there's no liquidity here in this market to support that strong move. It looks good. And then we come Monday and they drop us. And this has been going on for 3 weeks now, 3 weekends. We've been seeing this kind of pattern go on. So it's going to keep doing it as long as it keeps working for them. So we will probably have a nice pump into Friday again and start having a nice little weekend next weekend too. But it's not organic. We want it to be organic. We want it to be from new people coming into this market. People start talking about it, Bitcoin and altcoins being on the news a little bit more and talked about. That's what we want to see. Right now, we got the whales playing whale games with all of you and me and everybody else, trying to get us emotions pumped up on the weekend when the metric for it to be there is not there yet. They're faking us out on the weekends to take advantage of us is what they're doing. If you know that going into it, you know that you need to be taking profits on the weekend instead of chasing the green candle saying, oh my gosh, I probably won't get at this price again. It's taken off, because you're playing right into their game on that. And I do try to talk about that during my weekend streams. And you have to balance that with the bullish sentiment too. But right now that's what they're doing through Pumptober and November and December. They're going to play us like that a lot. But at one point, we will get all that new money coming in, and they will lose control of that, and numbers will start pumping like crazy on the weekends. And they've got to drive us down during the week just to try to control the market. Oh my God. Those are the fun times. That's when it's almost up only. You can see that kind of stuff popping off. I likes it. It's starting. We're getting into the right phases of the market. You just got to be patient and not let them fool you and get your money up. Sergio Angel says, "Thank you." All right, guys. Well, that's all I got. It is 3:59. One of my YouTube buddies here, Joe, who was a mentor in one of the trading groups I was in about 4 years ago. Was it 4 years ago or a couple of years ago? Last time I was part of it. He was a good teacher over there. That group is no longer valid, but he does have his own YouTube, and he teaches how to trade this market, mindset, and things like that. He's normally a support resistance trader, but he's been sharing some more advanced concepts, I guess, maybe with the market maker strategies. So he's kind of diving into some of that stuff. Got some good stuff over there. Yeah, it's a good idea to watch a variety of YouTubers, and really, if I can share any advice on how to help this work out, you pick what they teach that resonates with you, that makes sense to you, and do test it out and make sure that what they're showing is true. You know, like if you're watching me with my fibs, you know, do what I do to test it out and everything, and make sure that you understand what I'm doing and working, and I'm trying to explain, or my moving average strategy, or whatever I share. I try to share what I'm doing so you can pick up and add those tools to your toolbox. That's what I encourage you to do when you're watching me or any other YouTuber. You know, try to find something that resonates with you, test it out, make sure it works. If it does, add that tool to your toolbox, develop your own system. Let's see you on YouTube out here doing these things, because I'm all for that. If you find a way to put things together, it makes sense and it works for you and it help others and works for others, I think that's a good thing. Pay it forward. And I think you'll get more blessings than that, than it's yet to be proven, than trying to shill $99 a month subscription fees for spoon feeding basic information that you can find on Investopedia. My gosh. For real, I see that happening, and lots of people, a lot of the new people just fall for it. And I'm sorry to say, but by the time that they get spoon-fed the information that they really need, this market's going to be halfway over. And they'll be like, well, maybe next cycle if I stick with you another 4 years, I'll get it in, Mr. Grifter. It's just crazy games you see going on here. But guys, thanks for hanging out. I'm going to go head over to Joe's. See you guys later. See you tonight on the stream. God bless you.
Come on, come here, boy. Come on.
Be blessed by God. Just be blessed. Started thinking that, well, yeah, it came out kind of sounding nasty. No. Hey there, Sam. How's it going, Sam? We're going to Joe's. Or I'm going to Joe's. See you guys there.